Taking a close look at Cardano's performance so far, it's proven to be a regretful investment. There have been several bullish reports about Cardano ADA, but with limited results. If Cardano's predicted rise continues to be a mere fluke, investors will have no choice but to let go. But there seems to be a tiny line of hope for ADA investors to hold on to. It looks frail and irrelevant, but who knows? This could be the silver lining. The Ethereum killer, the innovative industry, the sleeping giant, and a ghost chain, among other names, have been used to describe Cardano ADA. It's quite intriguing how a 5-year-old cryptocurrency could amass a plethora of names. For quite a few years, experts in the crypto market have been exerting significant efforts to produce a digital asset, a cryptocurrency that would be a one-stop solution for addressing all matters regarding scalability, intertradability, and power. When Cardano ADA eventually arrived, it reflected all the attributes they were looking for. 5 years down the line, Cardano has proven to be one of the most active and busiest digital assets in the crypto world. However, Cardano hasn't had a great 2022. Following the wild ride in May, many investors suffered some losses. And once a glimmer of hope started to rise, several clogs put those sentiments on hold. Digital assets like Cardano have found themselves in quite an awkward position. Cardano is likely going to get stuck in this position since its slow and steady approach has been proven controversial in the crypto community, which is usually characterized by speedy upgrades and lightning-fast progress. But despite the fast motion of projects, the crypto world won't get out of the woods soon. It's easy to get excited about double-digit daily gains from such cryptocurrencies, but crypto's flaws are still prominent, for example, its incredible volatility. So at the end of the day, Cardano ADA might be the winner. We are open to the possibility of Cardano reaching $15, and to give an exact answer to win, there's a lot of factors to consider. Cardano is not going to hit a whopping $15 just because the community adores it as the Ethereum killer. The downtrend on Cardano is not something that would surprise anyone familiar with the crypto market, as ADA remains one of the most profitable investments. However, its most recent ride was not expected by the majority of the market. According to data from Asari, Cardano is facing a severe decline in network activity as its transaction volume dropped to a level not seen since January 2022, and it could be the reason for its recent price action. The 21% crash coincided with a noteworthy skyrocket in volatility. Before this happened, Cardano has been moving in its usual direction: low volatility, some upswings, and then back to the downward trend. Almost a 2-time spike in volatility caused panic among retail investors that fueled the plunge, initiating the biggest volume spike since the middle of September. The huge plunge in transactional volume on the network could be an indication of fear among investors and also a lack of activity in the ecosystem. With negative price performance, it's expected of investors to avoid making unnecessary transactions or stop their buying activities. DeFi, which provides a decent percentage of the existing volume on Cardano, slowly diminishes as traders, out of fear, tend to move assets to private storage rather than keeping funds on exchanges or DeFi platforms. And the worst is not behind us yet. The widespread economic instability and rising inflation have resulted in a global crypto winter. The Crypto Greed and Fear Index has been swinging back and forth between fear and extreme fear, with the latest figure of 20 also indicating extreme fear. All crypto asset prices have suffered immensely in 2022, with Bitcoin Cash and Cardano declining by over 85% of their all-time highs. The 2017 Bitcoin Cash was created to overcome some of Bitcoin's lingering transaction capacity, time, and fee problem. Currently trading at under $120, Bitcoin Cash has lost over 97% of its volume since its all-time high of $4,355 in December of 2021. Cardano ADA has shared a similar fate. Back in September, institutional investor bets on Cardano-based investment products, offering them exposure to ADA, quadrupled at a time when inflows to short Bitcoin products were rising significantly. According to CoinShares Digital Asset Fund report, digital investment products saw outflows totaling $63 million, and at the end of the 5th week, it was $99 million. Trading volumes also remain low, at 46% of the year's average, with $1 billion being traded. When it came to assets, the report revealed that Ethereum saw outflows near the $62 million mark, despite improved certainty about the occurrence of the network's merge upgrade. Bitcoin saw outflows of $13 million, while Binance Coin saw outflows of $900,000. On the other hand, Cardano ADA led inflows with $400,000 being invested in products, offering exposure to the cryptocurrency. A popular cryptocurrency analyst has suggested that ADA could outperform the market as investors began to use smart contract networks as a hedge against Ethereum's transition to proof of stake. This record strengthens the fact that Cardano can be a safe ground for institutional interests. In a discussion with Benjamin Cowan, the pseudonymous host of the Coin Bureau, Guy said that the Cardano had a great team behind it, and its future would definitely host increased development and adoption. The guy was specific about institutional investors who would be impressed by Cardano. Long-term, trend-wise, I think investors, particularly institutional investors, which is obviously where Cardano is lacking in that respect, but I think that any investor who looks at the like of Ethereum and Cardano in the aftermath when interest in crypto returns and goes, well, these guys were able to execute big upgrades and they went flawlessly, he said. In addition, he stated that he sees adoption as a testament to the caliber of people working on those projects. He thinks that the team behind a project will be a part of people's due diligence in the future, and equally noted that institutional investors moving in would be really positive for Cardano especially. According to Guy, while ADA's price performance could be off limits, it is a part of the current bear market which has had the same effect on most digital assets. Quote, obviously, it hasn't had any kind of effect on the price because this is a bear market, and you know that's just what happens, unfortunately. But I kind of think that as well, it's not something to get too downhearted about. I think that this is really building for the future, and of course, there are upgrades ahead, end quote. The community is so bullish about Cardano, and the founder, Charles Hoskinson, has attested that the Ethereum killer will keep evolving to improve its scalability and efficiency. Will this evolution miraculously result in a spike to $15? Well, for now, the answer seems to be hanging in the air. The Cardano price appears to have triggered vast sell positions after it failed to rise above the resistance at 44 cents. The smart contract platform has succumbed to increasing overhead pressures as investors locked in profits. The ADA coin price needs to reclaim immediate support at 40 cents, otherwise it might further extend to 37 cents before the bulls get another chance to push prices higher again. And this is not yet certain when the bulls will make a comeback. The US Fed will announce a much anticipated interest rate decision soon. Market players have been waiting with bated breath to see whether the regulators will proceed with the interest rate hike streak amid claims to control inflation. A 0.75% increase in the interest rates would imply tougher times ahead, with investors likely to stay clear of riskier assets like cryptocurrencies. Then it would be all gloom and doom for Cardano ADA. The market has become more resilient in recent months, but this is not an indication that we are far from the worst. Most addresses have been profitable since October 25th, when the market realized value climbed above 1. This metric tracks the profit or loss of ADA holders by comparing the price at which the tokens last moved and their current market value. A rise above 1 suggests that most holders are realizing the profits and are likely to sell. Also, a section of Cardano whales is yet to be convinced about ADA's readiness to change its course to the upside in light of the 2022 bear market. The number of addresses between 100,000 and 1 million ADA tokens is now down to 20,600 after dropping from a 30-day high of 20,777. This is a stumbling block for ADA, and it might retreat anytime soon before it can attempt to move up again. With this, Cardano ADA needs to garner enough support and reasons to skyrocket to $15, unless it is going to be a miracle. But of course, what are your thoughts on this? Let us have them in the comment section below. We'll see you in the next video, but before then, check out our other videos to find out how Cardano is living up to the dream of being the Ethereum killer. And as always, make sure you click on the subscribe and notification buttons.